Hi everyone, CraftyLori here. So you got dentures, now what? So hang on, it's going to be a bumpy ride. This I can tell you for certain. So whether you're watching me on YouTube or on TikTok, this video is for you. It does not matter why you got dentures. That's nobody's business but your own, so you don't have to explain that to anybody. And it does not matter if you're vocal about having dentures or if you keep it a secret. That's totally up to you. One of the reasons I make YouTube videos and TikTok videos is I don't want people to feel alone that are going through this whole process because, like I said, it's a bumpy road and there are good days and there are bad days. And I just want everybody to know that you don't have to do this alone. There are a ton of us out there on YouTube or on TikTok. You can find us real easy. So whether you went to a dentist, a denturist, or one of those chain offices, it does not matter. That decision that you make where you get your dentures is up to you. Personally, I went to a dentist when I first got my teeth extracted, and my first set of dentures came from a dentist, and those dentures were good. But then I found a denturist, and these dentures are great. I prefer a denturist because that's all they do. That's all they do is make dentures. And my denturist had 40 plus years of experience, so he knew what he was doing. So that's why these dentures fit me a ton better. You might have had a good experience or you might have had a bad experience. And I'm sorry if you went through a bad experience while getting dentures. It really sucks. And I hear so many bad stories, and I wish everybody's story could be good, but unfortunately, some people do get bad service. And some of the bad stories I got is people got dentures, and they just slapped them in their mouth, and they kicked them out the door, and it was like, see you later, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. And that's terrible, and I wish these dentists would be more accountable. And sometimes we have to make them accountable. So if they didn't give you any information about your dentures or how to clean them, etc., get on the phone and call them and say, hey, how do I clean my dentures? Unfortunately, there are dentists like that. They don't care. They're in it for the money. So make them accountable. Call them on the phone and say, hey, how do I clean my dentures? How do I take care of my dentures? You did not give me any information. Because yes, Google can be your friend, and TikTok can be your friend, and YouTube can be your friend, but there is just as much wrong information or misleading information as there is good information out there. So you really have to be careful, and the choice is yours on what you want to believe and what you want to do with your teeth. These are your teeth, so you get to choose how to you clean them. You get to choose if you want immediates. You get to choose the color. They're your teeth. So don't let anybody else tell you what to do with your teeth, because you have to decide what's best. Nobody else can tell you what's best for your teeth or your dentures. Nobody can tell you what to do with your teeth, and nobody can tell you what's best for your teeth, and nobody can tell you what's worse for your teeth. It's your decision. It's your choice. You have to figure it out. And I see already there's a big hoopla on how to take care of your dentures, as in how you brush them, what products you use. And my denturist told me to brush my dentures with dish soap. And really, it's not the media that you use on your dentures that gets them clean. It's the act of brushing that gets your dentures clean. So you could use cow manure to clean your dentures. And as long as you're using a brush to do so, that's going to be how you clean them. I mean, I don't suggest using cow manure to clean your dentures, but it's the brush that does most of the work. Again, it's not the media that you use. And if your dentist or denturist said to use dish soap, go ahead and use dish soap. If they said not to use dish soap, don't use dish soap. But there's lots of good information out there and there's lots of bad information out there. But again, you have to choose what information you want to believe. So do your research, and like I said, Google isn't always your friend. It's your decision. Follow what your dentist or your denturist says to do. Mine says brush with dish soap. I use dish soap. And I also soak my dentures in a vinegar water solution. Okay, I do not have experience with immediates. I did not get immediates. I waited 5 months. I ran around with no teeth. And then I got my permanent set of dentures. So one thing I know for certain is if you do get immediates or temporary dentures, they are going to be too big. So that's something that you're going to have to learn to deal with. And there are products for that. And there's also your dentist, once your immediates or your temporaries get too big, they can do a realign. If your dentist doesn't offer that, you should ask them who does. And there are also at-home products to realign your dentures. And there is also thermoplastic products to help fill in the voids of your dentures when they get too big. And the thermoplastic product that I know of is Cushion Grip. And I have not used Cushion Grip, so I do not know how it works, but there are plenty of videos out there with people who do use Cushion Grip. And some people have to use adhesive on their lower denture. I do not, because I have a good ridge and my dentures are made to fit. When it comes to adhesive, again, there's lots of people who like certain products, but you must experiment with different products. Not one product is made for everybody. Everybody has a different chemical makeup of their saliva, so sometimes that breaks down certain adhesives faster. Some people can't tolerate red dye. Some people don't want zinc. There are a ton of different adhesives, so I suggest buying the smaller tubes and then experiment with what adhesive works for you. And then there are certain ways of using adhesive to make it last longer. And one of those ways is using a paste adhesive and then sprinkling the powder adhesive on top and then inserting your denture. And that's what I used to use for my lower denture, but now I don't have to do that. One thing that I am sure of, though, is you don't need to spend $1 bazillion on gadgets and products for your dentures. The market is set up because they want you to spend your money on products. So just keep that in mind. But keep it simple. Try not to buy into all the hype of these certain products. You don't have to spend a ton of money on products to keep your dentures nice. So don't go into debt buying products for your dentures. Your dentures were expensive enough. Don't need to spend a lot of money to keep your dentures in good shape. So I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted people to know that yes, we are out here and yes, we are here to help you. And I know getting dentures is hard physically and emotionally, but you can get through this. You have to think positive. If all you do is whine and moan about how terrible your dentures are without doing anything about it, then that's on you. You need to try to stay positive, and if your dentures don't fit, call your dentist or consult with a different dentist. And some people say they don't have enough money to go back to a dentist or a different dentist or a denturist. But just remember, consults are usually free. Call around, find a free consult, and see what they suggest if you've given up on your past dentist. And I just want everybody to have a good experience with your dentures. But hang on, because it is going to be a bumpy ride. It's not all smooth sailing. So thanks for watching. Bye.